The man who also earns 80,000 naira, at the end of the month, he's broke, but he's not dead. Am I correct? Now the next question is, if the man who earns 80,000 naira, at the end of the month is broke, but he's not dead, how come the man who earns 100,000 naira cannot save 20,000 naira? You know why? It's consumption pattern. One lady is carrying a bag. They say it's a Gucci bag. It's 100,000. Another one is carrying a bag. They say it's give it one swanky name. They say it's 150,000. What is the difference? They are all bags. Now listen. If you earn 100,000 naira and you cannot save 20,000. If you earn 500,000 naira, you cannot save 50,000. Because as your income expands, so does your taste expand to match your income. You know, there's what I call the mango principle. God is wonderful. God in creation, in creating the fruit, if you take a mango fruit, you eat it, you eat it, you eat it, you eat it until you get to a point. What do you see inside? Is the seed. What are you supposed to do with the seed? Now, if you consciously plant the seed, or you even throw the seed away unconsciously, and it falls somewhere and abides there, you know what happens? The seed germinates to give you a mango tree that gives you fruit in perpetuity. You are not supposed to consume your fruit and your seed. Too many people are eating both their fruit and their seed. You need to save. I will give you some examples. I need to throw up some slides. You know, in my early days, I want us to look at this receipt very carefully. Look at this slide very carefully. This slide is dated 27th of June 1996. It's in favor of Equator Finance and Securities Limited. It's an official receipt in the name of Mr. Gabriel Ogbechie and myself, and it's a receipt for 500 naira. I invested 500 naira to buy stock. I want us to look at the next receipt. It's a receipt for 1,000 naira, dated 8th of August 1996. 1,000 naira. I invested 1,000 naira to buy shares. I will look at the next receipt. It's CSL Stockbrokers Limited, also in my name, dated 1996. It's a receipt for 11,000 naira. When I was preparing for this session, I just decided to go down memory lane and bring out this to show our young ones. There is nothing that is too small to save, to invest. When you go out on a Friday night and you spend 100,000 naira on a bottle of drink, my guy, you just consumed 3,000 units of Zenith Bank shares, just like that. That's why it just drank away. Do the math. Zenith Bank is trading at about 31 naira, and in a sitting, you just drank away 3,000 units. If instead of spending that 100,000 naira on that drink, you go and invest in stock, 20 years from today, you'll be looking at receipts like this. And that stock would have given you dividend year in, year out. Change your mentality. Of course, the next thing I want to talk about, time is definitely not our friend today. God, I have just 10 minutes to go. If you want to start a business, of course, you talk to family and friends. The first person you sell your business idea to is your spouse. If your spouse does not believe in the business you want to do, then you have a very long way to go. Then there is equity, venture capital. You can sell shares to people. I was excited when Mr. Julian talked about venture capital can be very, very expensive. Because not only will they give you money, they want to play an active role in running the business. And if you're not careful, you're one step away from losing your business. But again, it's a source of fund. Another one is grants, SME funds. We all know of the Tony Elumelu Foundation funds that give people grants to start businesses. Number 3, understand your business environment. What factors directly impact your company operations, performance, and competitiveness? Identify and monitor threats that will put your business model at risk. Understand your business environment. In understanding your business environment, you must ask yourself, what are the things that are likely to disrupt your business? Because you see, businesses are not a one-year thing. When you leave your job to start a business, you don't want to run the business for 1 year. You don't want to run it for 2 years. You want to run your business for 30 years, 40 years, 100 years. But the way we ran the business 20 years ago is not the way we ran it 10 years ago. It's not the way we are running it now. And it's definitely not the way we're going to run it 10 years from today. The only thing that is constant is change. And most importantly is disruption. There's a Harvard professor, he's passed on now, Professor Clay Christensen, that I like his writing so much. He's the man who propounded the theory of disruptive innovation. What is going to disrupt your business? I've run Rain Oil now for 27 years. When we started Rain Oil, one product called LPFO, low pulse fuel oil. Low pulse fuel oil accounted for the bulk of our business, accounted for like 70% of our revenue. One day, around the year 2000, 2001, I was driving on Obahakran, and I saw that people had dug up the side of the road and laid a lot of pipes on the side of the road. And I called my brother, I said, what are those pipes for? He said, they are piping gas to the industrial companies. What are they going to do with the gas? He said, they are going to fire their boilers with the gas. I said, oh, that means they will buy our LPFO again. I got to the office, I called my people, I said, LPFO is an endangered business. Let's start moving into retail. By then, we had only 2 petrol stations in the whole country. Between then and now, we've grown our retail stations from only 2 to 200 petrol stations today. And you know what? Between then and now, LPFO that accounted for maybe 60% of our revenue, in the last 10 years, LPFO has accounted for 0% of our revenue, even though our revenue has grown multiple times. You have to be sensitive to what is happening around you. Same with LPG, what we call gas. Between 2011 and 2015, for those of us in the downstream sector of the Nigerian oil and gas industry, a product called DPK, dual purpose kerosene, was the bread and butter of the business. Everybody wanted DPK. Everybody wanted DPK. But by 2015, I saw the demand for DPK begin to slide down and the demand for LPG begin to ramp up. I called my team, I said, DPK is an endangered product. Let's begin to change. By 2017, we have started building an 8,000 metric ton LPG facility in Ijebu in Lagos. By 2020, we have commissioned our LPG facility in Ijebu in Lagos. 4 years afterwards, we are firmly in the gas space. So now everybody is talking about gas. Gas is the way to go. Guys, we identified it 7 years ago, and we took steps to get into that space. What is disrupting your business?